this video, we're going to take a look at the setup needed to get Compucare ready for FMD. The first change that is needed is on the site record. Search for Site from your home screen and edit the site code table. Scrolling down on this screen, you will see a field named NMVS User Credentials. Within here, you can click on the magnifying glass or hit Enter, which will show you any which have already been set up for you. We can edit our existing record by selecting it within here and then choosing the pencil icon. Alternatively, we can hit New within there if we wanted to create a brand new one. We're going to edit our pre-existing one just so we've got some data already filled in here. And you can see on screen we have some information already filled in for the Streets Heaver Hospital. On the left-hand side of the screen, we've added a definition for each of these fields for you. And most of this information is going to come from FMD itself and from login details which you should hopefully already have from them. If you don't already have these login details, you can register at the URL which is listed on the bottom left of the page, and that's at securemed.org.uk/register/end user registration. This URL has also been placed in the description of this video. So let's take a look at some more of the fields then. So the first field that we have here is the name, which is the Streets Heaver Hospital. The second field down is our client ID. For us, this is set up as SWS, but this will be provided to you from the Securemed website. Next, we have a username and password field. This is set up upon creating your account on the Securemed website. Passwords last for 1 year, and Compucare will warn users of a password expiry 30 days before it happens. This must then be reset on the website and updated in Compucare as well. Once you've completed your registration process on the Securemed website, you will also be issued a certificate. This certificate is bespoke to you and will need to be linked directly to Compucare. To do this, click on the 3 dots on the right-hand side of the field, and this will take you through to your file browser so you can then select where your certificate file is to be pulled from. Once this has been imported in, you will see on the screen that we have an expiry date as well. Certificates expire after 2 years, and for information on how to renew these, check on the frequently asked questions of the Securemed website. You'll notice we also have a certificate password, and this will also be issued to you from Securemed. As you can see on screen, the last 2 fields that we have here are company, which is a mandatory field, and if the record is on stop. Once you've completed your NMVS user credentials, click Save, which will then take you back to the site code table. You can see this has now been filled in for us in our NMVS user credentials. It is important that you do this for every site within your hospital that you need to be using FMD for. It is also possible to access your NMVS user credentials directly by simply searching NMVS from your home screen. From here, as you'll see, you can either go directly into the NMVS user credentials app, or you can simply go to Add NMVS user credentials to quickly go through to the Add screen. There are also some further settings which we'll need to take a look at in our External Connection Settings app. We can access this app simply by searching External Connection Settings or clicking on a pinned app which you may have. If we scroll down, we can see a section named NMVS Settings. On the left-hand side, we've given a definition of what each of these fields mean. Most of them you won't need to be amending. However, there are a couple here which are very important to allow for NMVS or FMD to be used within Compucare. The first setting we'll take a look at is the Use Medicine Verification setting. As you'll see, switching this setting off removes the further NMVS fields that were available to us. So switching this back on gives us the further information that we'll need to fill in today. The next toggle down that we have is for audit messages. It's not essential that you have this switched on. This is mainly for our development and testing purposes, so we can track exactly what messages are sent to and from NMVS when verifying items. By default, you should have this set to no, unless we specifically ask you to switch this on for us. As you'll notice, if audit messages are switched on, you do then get a further option to add your audit path within there. This shouldn't be a local path to your machine, but should be a shared directory that is accessible by other users as well. The next toggle down is for test mode. Again, this allows for us to check that MVS is working correctly. This is primarily going to be used by our QA team to test the responses returned from FMD to ensure that everything is running through correctly. And the last fields within here are the service URLs. These service URLs will be defined either in a sandpit mode or in a live mode and should not be changed unless specifically requested by Streets Heaver or Securemed. For more information on FMD, take a look at our YouTube playlist for FMD, or alternatively access our knowledge base at support.streets-heaver.com and take a look at the FMD section.